Alright everybody, what's up? It's Thunder. Welcome back. Appreciate you guys checking out the video. I was looking at my inbox, reading through my messages, and there's many people asking me to do a perk breakdown of the Advanced Warfare perks. And I figured, you know, what the hell, why not? So guys, look, I have not played the game yet because I don't get invited. Just because I got a shitload of subscribers don't mean I get invited, man. They don't invite me, they don't like me, you know, I'm a jerk, you know what I mean? I don't get invited to these events. But I will say one thing, even if I did get invited to go check out this game, I probably would not have gone. There's way too many things going on in my life right now. But Treyarch, if you're listening, David Vonderhaar, you know, whoever, if you guys invite me out next year to Gamescom to check out Black Ops 3 or World at War 2 or whatever it is, I will come. I will make an appearance. I'll sit down. You can interview me. I'll go on camera. Whatever you guys want me to do. Just all I ask is you at least give me 2 weeks notice. Just give me 2 weeks notice so I can get my affairs in order, and I'll fly out to Gamescom and chill, because I'm actually really looking forward to see what Treyarch is doing in 2015, but it's not the year 2015, we're in 2014, we're talking some Advanced Warfare, A-dub. Let's get right into it, fellas. Okay, so the perks in Advanced Warfare, again, have not played the game, this is all speculative, let's get right into it. So, here we go, the Tier 1. And I must say, things are looking pretty balanced in the Tier 1. So let's, right off the bat, let's check out Lightweight. Lightweight is back. It's a classic fan favorite perk. In Black Ops 2, thanks to the broken-ass camera angles, it was necessary. How are the camera angles going to be in Advanced Warfare, fellas? It's got a new engine. Who knows? How's the netcode? Hey, Sledgehammer, how's your netcode over there? But anyway, Lightweight is increased movement speed. Wait a minute. Increased movement speed. There's something missing there. Usually Lightweight comes with no fall damage. Well, guys, no fall damage has been built into the game. It's already in the game. You don't need it in the perk. Everyone has no fall damage. Just like in Borderlands 2. You can jump from any mountain and land on the ground. Take no damage at all. So that's pretty cool. So Lightweight, increased movement speed. I could see that being, you know, a fan favorite perk once again in Advanced Warfare. Let's move on to the next perk, Low Profile. You guys all know what this is. This is Ghost. Ghost from Call of Duty Black Ops 2. No, unfortunately not Ghost from Black Ops 2, because it doesn't say anything here about you have to actually be moving for the perk to work. So it looks like camping will be back, and also protects you from a new attachment in the game. Tracking rounds, which is basically just like recon. Like if I shoot you and I get a few hit markers on you and you get away, you stay lit up on the minimap. But if you're wearing low profile, so basically low profile protects you from recon and UAV. Pretty damn useful. This is a good perk. I can see a lot of people using those tracking rounds, and you guys know how UAVs are. UAVs, usually they're everywhere. So low profile, I can see that being a really good perk. Is it going to be overpowered like previous Ghost perks were? I don't think so, and I'm going to get into that later on. So let's move on to the next perk in the Tier 1, and oh my goodness, what is this? Oh, danger, close, you gotta be kidding me. Increased explosive damage and score streak damage. Now, I got a love-hate relationship with this perk. I love the increased score streak damage, not so crazy about the increased explosive damage, because you know how the noobs are with their tubes. The noobs and their tubes, they like to go floop floop, floopity floop floop. But I don't see no one-man army perk over here, so we might be okay. This is basically, speaking of one-man army, this is basically the same exact perk from MW2. You guys remember the pro perk, Danger Close? The original perk was just increased explosive damage, and then once you got a pro, it was increased score streak damage. So that was pretty cool. So this is basically Danger Close Pro from MW2. And I'll tell you guys something right now. The increased score streak damage part of this perk is something that COD Ghosts desperately could have used, because the streaks in Ghosts was so awful. I mean, they had like what, 30 something, whatever. They had a shitload of perks in COD Ghosts. That should have been one of them. Increased score streak damage. That game definitely needed it because the streaks were so lame. Now this perk looks like it could be a lot of fun. Hopefully it's balanced and it doesn't break the game like it did in MW2. Hopefully Flak Jacket will protect against that. We're gonna get to Flak in a second, but before we get to Flak, let's go on over to this little perk right here. And Overcharged extends your exo ability battery life and shocks enemies on impact of a boost slam. Now, for all my friends out there who like to cloak, I can see you guys using this a lot. Actually, there's a lot of really good exo perks. I'll get into that in another video. But everyone talks about just the cloaking for the exo ability. There's a lot of good exo abilities. Increased speed. There's a Juggernaut. There's some other shit that lets you. It's like a mini VSAT. You can see people on the exo abilities are pretty cool. I think maybe cloaked won't be the most popular exo ability. As bitch ass as this community has become, I still don't think cloaked will be the most popular exo ability. But this is cool. Extend your exo ability battery life so you could use your exo ability longer. The second part of this perk is kind of confusing to me. Shocks enemies on impact of a boost slam. Now, does this mean when you boost slam somebody, you shock the ground and everybody around you? Or do you shock a dude who's trying to boost slam you? Because if you shock a dude who's trying to boost slam you, then this perk is going to be real sexy to me. It really is. Because if you guys remember, man, in Gotham City Imposters, I hated it when one of them dive-bombing fat-ass heavies would just come down from out of nowhere and just, bam, just land on top of you. That shit used to drive me crazy. Now, if I had a perk that would shock people from dive-bombing me in that game, I would have run it all the time. I would have run it all the time. So if this Overcharged perk right here gives me more exo ability, plus I could shock people who are landing on top of me, like a little dive bomb protection, shit, this perk, real good perk. So far, all these perks look pretty fun, right? Let's get to the last perk. I don't see anything necessary like you have to run. Let's get to the last perk in the tier 1. In the pick 13 system here, we've got Flak Jacket, classic Flak Jacket returning. Reduce damage taken from explosives, no slowdown from explosive damage, and reset times on throwback. So you got 3 abilities here in this perk. Looks really fun, looks really useful, especially if it protects against danger close. Like, I don't know if Flak Jacket's going to protect against normal explosives. Hopefully it'll protect against both. Hopefully it'll protect against normal explosives and danger close explosives. Because if it doesn't, then that danger close perk is just completely overpowered and completely broken, just like it was in MW2. But yeah, Flak Jacket looks like it's going to be a great perk and a very useful perk, because I can guarantee you guys right now, there's going to be a shitload of people using danger close, especially if you could have a tier 1 wildcard. I can see a shitload of people using danger close. Not just because of the increased explosive damage, but because it makes your score streaks go ham. It basically puts your score streaks on steroids. And I think one of the reasons why COD Ghost was such a flop was because the score streaks sucked, or kill streaks, they sucked. People that play Call of Duty, it's an arcade, classic military first-person shooter. People like their kill streaks. People like it when their kill streaks go ham. So again, I can see a lot of people running danger close. So I think Flak Jacket is going to be a real nice perk to help counter all the explosive bullshit that's going to be going on in Advanced Warfare. It won't help you from the increased score streak damage, but it'll probably help you from the increased explosive damage, I hope. And that's it, guys. So in the tier 1, I gotta say, it looks pretty balanced. Like, all these perks look pretty good. There's not really, I don't think as of right now anyway, that one perk completely just stands out and dominates a tier. Very balanced tier 1. Bravo to Sledgehammer. Let's move on to tier 2. And the first perk in the tier 2 is this new perk here called Peripherals. And what the heck is this, Thunder? Well, increase minimap coverage, and you could take out enemies without displaying death icons. So basically, take down from Ghost, that perk that pretty much nobody used. And increase minimap coverage. So basically, it gives you a bigger minimap. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. Well, knowing the COD community, like 90% of the people gonna be wearing low profile, aka Ghost anyway. So what the hell's the use of this peripheral perk, man? Well, guys, look, there's an attachment in this game. Now, most people who run Ghost or low profile will always use a silencer, in my experience. Now, there's an attachment called the parabolic microphone that you could equip it to your gun, and anytime somebody shoots with a suppressed weapon, it'll show up on the UAV, on your minimap. So if you have an enhanced, if you stack peripherals with the parabolic microphone, that could actually be a really nice build. I can see some really nice builds here with this peripheral perk. Alright, let's move on to the next perk, which is Blind Eye. And man, I gotta say, these perk icons look pretty sick. Whoever did the artwork for these perk icons, nicely done, man. So Blind Eye, undetectable by tracking drones, explosive drones, and all score streaks except the UAV. Now, this could be... Now, I know in the build that they showed us at Gamescom, there's only like 7 score streaks. Guys, there are more than 7. That was just an early build of the game. Hell, there might even be more perks than what I'm showing you here. Who knows? They didn't show you all the guns. They didn't show you all the score streaks. There's plenty more score streaks to come. I've talked to people that were at that event, and they told me that there are a lot more score streaks. They just weren't put in that build of the game. So everybody chill. There is more than 7 score streaks. So undetectable by tracking drones, explosive drones, and all score streaks. So you be pretty much immune to all the score streaks in the game. Plus, let's just say Flak Jacket doesn't protect you from danger close. Now, you know these dudes using explosive drones will be stacking that shit with danger close. You know this COD community. So let's just say that the Flak does not protect you from danger close. Boom, just throw the blind eye on, and all the explosive drones, they won't even go anywhere near you. So this blind eye perk looks real good. Really does. Okay, moving on to the next perk. We've got, Coldblooded. Man, look at this Coldblooded, man. Coldblooded looks great. The Scorpion. Immune to thermal, target enhancer. Target enhancer? Oh my god, don't tell me there's another target finder in the game. Condry, Schofield, y'all got some explaining to do. Immune to thermal, target enhancer, threat grenades, enemy callouts, no name displayed or reticle color change when enemies aim at you. Damn, Coldblooded does a lot, just like Incognito did in Ghosts. This perk is looking pretty damn good. I mean, we're all far too familiar with how annoying thermal scopes and target scopes can be. The threat grenade, I'm pretty sure that's going to be annoying too. And enemy callouts, you know, you wear this perk, you don't have to worry about people blowing up your spot. No crosshair when targeted. Hey, gives you that extra added element of stealth, which is always good to have in a gunfight. I'll tell you what, fellas, this Coldblooded perk, this perk is looking pretty hot. Okay, fellas, now let's move on to the next perk here in the tier 2, which is Fast Hands. And Fast Hands is reload while sprinting, so it's basically on the go from ghosts, swap weapons, and use Exo ability Exo launcher faster. Okay, so it's basic. This perk looks pretty damn good. Really does. Reload while sprinting, swap weapons, use Exo ability Exo launch faster. Fast Hands looks like a pretty good perk. Again, not a must-run perk, but a useful and fun perk. And wait a minute, hold on, but we saved the best for last here in the tier 2, everybody. And what do we have here? We got some Gung Ho. Fire while sprinting and sliding. Oh my goodness. This could be the best perk in the tier 2. The most annoying perk anyway. You guys all know this perk. You guys remember Black Ops 2, especially with Remington users. You'd see a dude running at you in the running animation. Next thing you knew, you were just dead. There was no frame. There was just shotgunner running with the gun pointing at the ground. Then next thing you know, bam! It's just over. You were instantly killed. You didn't know what the fuck was going on. That's what this perk is. It's the Gung Ho. You can basically fire while sprinting. So dudes in the running animation will be shitting on you yet again. You know what? I don't like this perk. I'm not saying it's overpowered. Haven't played the game, but I hate this shit. I mean, I guess it's good for rushers though, right? If you're rushing and a dude's sitting in a corner, there's no delay between rushing and firing. You could just rush and instantly kill. So I mean, this perk's got its good and its bad, but I've just had horrible experiences with this in Black Ops 2, just from the shotgunners and the running animation. And you know that Gung Ho will be a shotgunner's best friend yet again here in Advanced Warfare. So I mean, this perk, it's good and it's bad. It's frustrating either way you look at it. I mean, it's basically just dexterity from Bob's Deuce, except it doesn't have the quick climbing ability, fire while sprinting and sliding. I just have a feeling that this is going to be annoying. I'm just going to put that out there right now. And it's probably going to be the most used perk in the tier 2. And speaking of the most used perk in a certain tier, let's go on over to tier 3. And what do we got staring us right in the face right here, right off the bat? Yep. Toughness. Come on, man. Reduce flinch while shot. This perk I don't like. It should be built into the game. Again, it's a critical perk. It's a perk you have to run to win gunfights. Hopefully, the flinching in Black Ops 2 was crazy. In Black Ops 1, you didn't really notice it too much. In Black Ops 2, the flinching was just unbearable. You pretty much had to run Toughness, or else you would just, forget it. You had to run Toughness in Black Ops 2. I think this should be built into the game. But it is what it is. Toughness, if you guys want to win some gunfights, and you guys want to put up some serious scores, this is going to be a perk you're going to want to run. You really are. Unfortunately, it should be built in the game, but it's not. So, Toughness is back, whatever. And once again, we've got the Holy Trinity, people. You got Lightweight, Gung Ho, and Toughness. There you go. The Holy Trinity returns in Advanced Warfare. Let's move on to the next perk, Scavenger. I love this, man. Start with extra... Ooh, you start with extra magazines this time. Very nice. Start with extra mags and resupply bullet ammo from dead enemies. Doesn't say anything about resupplying equipment, though. I think Black Ops 2 nailed it with... If you kill somebody with a gun kill, you can resupply your equipment. That... I mean, Treyarch, man. Treyarch did so many things right with Black Ops 2. They really, really did. But it doesn't look like you're going to be able to resupply your lethals here, or your tacticals, or your exo launchers, whatever it is this time around. So that's Scavenger, a fun perk. If you like to pray and spray, if you like to stay alive for a long time, you're going to want to run Scavenger. So you just never run out of ammo with your weapon. Classic Call of Duty perk, great perk. And let's move on to this next one here. It's another new perk, Blast Suppressor. Don't show up on minimap when using exo movements. So, from what I understand, from the people who played at Gamescom and from the shit I've been reading online, is every time you move with the exosuit, every time you use the blast suppressor, you show up on the minimap. What? So this is another stupid perk that should be built into the game. You should not show up on the minimap when you move with your boost. I mean, the game's built around the exo, so whenever you're doing your boost jumps, you know people gonna be boosting all over the place, using the exo, jumping all around. So every time you do anything with the exosuit, you're gonna show up on the UAV? Are you kidding me? The blast suppressor and toughness should be built into the game, in my opinion. Again, man, if you want to move around, and I mean, being on the minimap all the time is a big disadvantage. I mean, you guys could try and act all badass, like, oh, I don't care who sees me on the minimap, but come on, man. The more you're on the minimap, the higher the likelihood is that you're gonna get slayed. So blast suppressor, toughness, I think they should be built into the game. My personal opinion, you guys can let me know what you think about that one. But I mean, anytime you move, if you're not using the blast suppressor, your ass is gonna be in the UAV. So yeah, pretty lame. Anyway, let's move on to Hardwired. Immune to system hack, EMP, nano swarm, stun nades, and scrambler. So this is basically like Hardwired mixed in with tac mask. Immune to system hack. What the hell does that mean? I don't even know what that means. Does that mean your equipment can't get hacked? Oh my god, the worm is gonna love this shit. Can you imagine the worm using the... imagine if the worm had this shit back in Black Ops 2 and you couldn't hack his claymores and you couldn't hack any of his other equipment. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I could see the worm having some fun with this perk. Hardwired. Wow. Alright, that perk looks really good. Now let's move on to one of my favorite perks ever, Hardline. That fresh employee discount and decreased score streaks cost by 100. Okay, so it's not a percentage like it was in Black Ops 2. Now it's just a straight point value 100. So it's basically Hardline you had in Black Ops 1, where you just get one fewer kill to get all your shit, to get all your score streaks. And by the way, guys, I do know that you can upgrade all your score streaks. I'll get into that in another video. But I don't think this is good enough, man. I think they should buff this. They should buff this to like 150. I mean, look at Hardline and compare it with Toughness, Blast Suppressor, Scavenger, Hardwired. I mean, it's just... This looks kind of lame, this Hardline perk. I think they should buff it to 150. Let me know what you guys think. I mean, again, decrease score streak cost by 100, that's it. Compared to Toughness and Blast Suppressor, and that Hardwire perk looks pretty good. Scavenger, I don't know. Hardline's looking a little soft here, fellas. And the tier 3 is the tier where I have the most issues with. You got two perks in here, Toughness and Blast Suppressor. They should be built into the game. They really should. And Hardline, I think Hardline needs a slight buff. Now, you guys have seen all the perks so far in Advanced Warfare. Again, they might add some more. I'm not sure. That wasn't the full build of the game they showed at Gamescom. What you're not seeing is two fan-favorite perks so far. Dead Silence, for the developers, have confirmed that shit is not coming back. And you haven't seen Marathon. Now, I'd have to believe with the Exo, Marathon is built into the game. You got that Exo suit, you could probably run non-stop, never get tired. As far as no Dead Silence, I have listened to just pure game audio and gameplay. The footsteps are loudest. The footsteps are real loud, man. They need to do something. The competitive community's pissed off about it. And, they should make the footsteps like they were in Black Ops 2. Just make it like that, because you couldn't hear shit. I mean, what perk, other than Hardwired, was more useless than Dead Silence and Bob's Deuce? I mean, you couldn't hear shit in that game. So, I never used Dead Silence in Black Ops 2. So, Advanced Warfare, Michael Condrey, call up Vandahar and get his footstep settings and put that shit in the game. You guys will be all set. You won't need Dead Silence. Because Bob's Deuce, you couldn't hear footsteps, period. But anyway, that's going to do it for this video, guys. I appreciate you all so much for checking it out. Let me know what you guys think about these perks here. Again, I have not played the game. This was all just me being all speculation at this point. So let me know what you guys think. What perks look overpowered so far to you? What perks look underpowered? What looks like, some great setups? Is there a new Holy Trinity? Is there another Holy Trinity you guys see other than Lightweight, Gung Ho, and Toughness? Put it in the comment section. And again, man, thank you guys all so much. I appreciate the support. I appreciate everything. And if you enjoyed, please don't forget to smack that like button. I'll see you guys on the next one.